Ever found yourself staring at your phone, needing a quick loan, but then that little voice pops up? Wait, do I need someone to vouch for me? That's the question we're tackling today, specifically in the context of the Branch app. Do you really need a guarantor to get that much needed cash? Let's be honest, unexpected expenses happen. Your car breaks down, a medical bill pops up, or maybe you just need a little boost to tide you over until payday. In these situations, mobile loan apps like Branch can seem like a lifeline. They offer quick access to funds, often with minimal paperwork. But the question of guarantors can be a major sticking point. It's not always easy to find someone willing to put their neck on the line for you, and the whole process can feel a bit daunting. So, before we dive into the specifics of Branch, let's quickly understand what a guarantor actually is. A guarantor is essentially someone who promises to repay your loan if you fail to do so. They're like a safety net for the lender, reducing their risk. This means that if you default on your loan, the lender will go after your guarantor for the money. This is a big responsibility, so it's understandable why people hesitate to be one. Now, let's bring Branch into the picture. Branch is a popular mobile lending platform operating in several countries. It's known for its user-friendly interface and relatively quick loan approval process. But the key question remains, do they require a guarantor? The short answer in most cases is no. Branch typically doesn't require you to have a guarantor to access their loans. This is one of the things that makes them so appealing, especially for those who might not have someone readily available to act as a guarantor. They rely on other factors to assess your creditworthiness. So, if they don't use guarantors, how do they decide who gets a loan? Branch uses a combination of data points to determine your eligibility. This includes information from your phone, such as your call logs, SMS messages, and even your location data. They also consider your mobile money history if you've linked it to the app. Now, this might sound a bit intrusive, but it's important to understand why they do this. By analyzing this data, Branch can build a profile of your financial behavior and assess your ability to repay the loan. They're looking for patterns that suggest you're a responsible borrower. For example, consistent mobile money transactions or regular communication with contacts can be positive indicators. It's crucial to understand that while Branch generally doesn't require a guarantor, there might be specific situations where they could ask for one. These instances are usually rare and might depend on factors like the loan amount you're requesting or your individual credit profile. For example, if you're applying for a significantly larger loan than usual, or if your data suggests a higher risk of default, they might consider a guarantor as an extra layer of security. However, for the vast majority of users applying for typical loan amounts, a guarantor won't be necessary. This streamlined approach makes the borrowing process much easier and more accessible. Now, let's talk about some tips for increasing your chances of getting approved for a loan on Branch, even without a guarantor. First and foremost, ensure you have a consistent and active mobile money account. This is a key factor in their assessment. Regularly topping up and making transactions through your mobile money account demonstrates financial activity. Secondly, maintain regular communication with your contacts. This shows that you're an active user of your phone, which can be a positive indicator. Avoid deleting call logs or messages, as this can be seen as suspicious. Thirdly, ensure you repay any existing loans on time. This is crucial for building a positive credit history, not just with Branch, but with any lender. Late payments can negatively impact your chances of getting future loans. Fourthly, be truthful and accurate when providing information to Branch. Providing false information can lead to your application being rejected and can even damage your creditworthiness. Finally, understand the terms and conditions of the loan before you accept it. This includes the interest rates, repayment schedule, and any associated fees. Make sure you're comfortable with the terms before you commit to the loan. So, to recap, in most cases, you do not need a guarantor to get a loan on the Branch app. They use alternative methods to assess your creditworthiness, making the process faster and more accessible. However, it's always a good idea to check the specific requirements within the app, as there might be rare exceptions. Remember, responsible borrowing is key. Only borrow what you can afford to repay, and make sure you understand the terms of the loan before you accept it. Using mobile lending platforms like Branch responsibly can be a useful tool for managing your finances, but it's important to use them wisely. We've covered a lot today, from understanding what a guarantor is to how Branch assesses loan applications and some key tips for getting approved. Hopefully, this has cleared up any confusion you might have had about needing a guarantor on Branch. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.